One of the hopes I have by doing these short videos is to bring a little bit of balance into our lives. On one side, we've got fear and worries and a lot of questions. And when we have fear and worries and questions, it's typically generated from the idea that we're going to lose something. We're afraid we're going to lose someone or something in our lives. So on the other side, by looking at positives, maybe we can help balance out the other side with what can we gain through this situation. I mean, the pandemic has really turned all of our lives upside down, personally and professionally. About 20 years ago, a little over 20 years ago, I went through a traumatic experience in my life where I experienced a lot of loss. In fact, the only thing that I did not lose, and I'm thankful for that, is my wife and my children and my family. God had to take things out of my life that were no longer compatible with the direction that He wanted me to go, but He had to remove them out of my life because I wasn't hearing Him clearly, and He had to remove those so I could hear Him clearly. I wonder if God is using this pandemic in the same way in our lives today, where we have things in our lives that are not compatible with what He is trying to say to us, and maybe there's things that we can gain out of this and learn what's really important in life. I learned through that experience a long time ago that to appreciate what was really important: my relationship with God, my relationship with my wife and my children, and most of all, how to trust God, truly trust Him. You know, I found peace whether I had a lot or a little, and that has helped me a lot while going through this pandemic. I really trust God, no matter what happens, whether He takes things out of my life or He brings things into my life. I trust Him, and I can walk with peace because of my trust in Him and not in my circumstances. So I want to read a quote out of a book. It's called Blessed, is the name of the book. And I don't know if you know this or not, but your leadership team meets weekly to pray for you and to learn how to be better leaders for you and the company. And they're going through this book entitled Blessed. And I want to read this and leave this thought with you. It says, speaking of Jesus, it says, as Lord, He has the prerogative to ask us to forsake things that occupied us previously, but that are no longer compatible with the unfolding plan that He has for our life. So I wonder if perhaps we spent more time focusing on the gains, what we can gain from this and what we can learn from this and how we can be stronger and better people from this. Perhaps our lives will be simpler and more fulfilling. If there's anything that I can do to reach out to you or to help you process all this, just reach out to me. You can do it through email, phone calls, texting. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you can private message me. I'm here for you in any way that I can.